Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome to the next episode of our Williams 2023 career here on F1 Manager. Ooh, what a race we had last night. We were so close at one point to actually securing a win. Kind of fell away from us a little bit, unfortunately. We had a little bit of a collision with Charles Leclerc. He took Gasly out of contention for the win, but he had a strong fight back from 19th all the way up to 9th to finish in the points. Teo, a decent race. A lock-up cost him a podium, but he fought back to finish 5th. So a very, very strong start for us, and a race that gives us a lot of hope for a very strong season. I think we could be in a 5-way fight in the Constructors' Championship between ourselves, Red Bull, Ferrari, Alfa Romeo and Mercedes. It is going to be very, very close, at least for the first half of the season. And then I think the top teams, Red Bull and Ferrari in particular, will start to pull away with their development compared to the rest of the field. How you doing, Mr. Water? Good to see you. So tonight, race 2, we are looking to continue the strong start we've made. We have new parts on the way after this race. So we're going in with the same car as we had in Bahrain. Hopefully the AI hasn't had any big upgrades either. It's time to set up performance targets for the race. The incentive is to qualify one driver in the top 12. We can easily do that, so we're going to go for both drivers in Q3, which we managed last time, and both drivers in Q2. Finish position 2 in the top 12. That matches the streak that we have going on our finish position here, so that's okay. We are going to try and steal the fastest lap again. We did get that last time out thanks to Teo Porsche. And the quali streak still continues as well. So that is our objective set for this particular race. Let's head on over to Jeddah for practice.
Formula One is back. Welcome to one of the fastest circuits on the calendar here at Jeddah. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is about to kick off, and the atmosphere here is electric. The Jeddah Street Circuit has one of the fastest average speeds, as well as the most corners of any track on the calendar. Good high-speed downforce is going to make life in the fast lane a little easier for drivers here this weekend. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Okay, so we're going to use the same starting points with setup as we used last season. Again, we might find that these don't work very well this time round because the car behaves very differently to last year. And again, there's also that RNG element as well. We are going to throw Logan into the car this time. We'll drop him in for Pierre. No parts to change. They stay exactly as they were. So let's go ahead and drop in some start points for our setup. There we go. Run plan, we're going to go for 21 laps. Drop the pace down. Same again, not changing any engine parts because this is only race 2. Put in the setup for this car. And already I can see that this setup isn't going to work because the front wing is too severe. So let's try pulling a few things in to make that a little better. Let's go with that. Once again, 21 laps, low pace, and into practice we go.
The radio is good? You can hear me, yeah?
Radio check.
Okay, so as always, tell our drivers to avoid the curbs in
Watch
practice.
those curbs.
We'll keep our gearbox and ERS in as good a shape as possible, especially considering that they are more vulnerable with this engine than the Mercedes engine we had last season. Okay, interestingly we are, because of the different characteristics
Okay,
of this
Max is off
circuit,
in
we are on
front.
bottom of the timing sheets, whereas we weren't
Yeah,
in
copy.
Bahrain. Oh, we got a red flag. Is that going to end the session? Please don't end the session.
Red flag. Red
We
flag.
might lose about 20 minutes of the session
Let's
here.
have a look. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
Oh, that's a big hit for Max. It's a very big
There's
hit.
the crash. And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
Okay, how much of the session we're going to lose 20 minutes of the session. Oh, that's going to hamper setup. So we're not going to get back underway until 26 minutes to go. Okay, so we've got a partial bit of feedback already. I don't really want to make any changes just yet, or nothing too severe. Let's just make some minor changes. And see what happens with those. We are going to change the run plan. We're only going to have about 26 minutes left, so actually 21 laps of fuel, that should be okay. We are going to change for a new set of tyres. Now for Logan, okay, Logan's car is not in anywhere near as good a condition setup wise, so let's try the 9.1 roll bar. Actually no, let's go the other way. Let's go with a 7.3 roll bar. We need to change the front wing angle. Let's try an 11.5. Don't know what the front wing's going to be like, but I'm guessing it's not going to be a massive change in that respect. Again, we don't know what's going to happen with the toe either for braking, so we'll go with that and we'll see what happens there. How you doing, Jeremy? We are recovering, well, I say recovering, we are resetting because we've had a red flag. It's going to cost us 20 minutes of the session. There we go, so let's get the cars back out quickly. Hopefully we can get some good running in the remaining 26 minutes. Looks like we're going to run to the flag. Okay, that's going to hamper feedback development on the cars. I'm hopeful that Logan will still get his 500 points. He should do. Oh, we've had another crash. Not another red flag, surely. No one else
Yellow flag,
retired
yellow
yet.
Here's
Joe's
the
crash.
replay. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
Oh, clumsy.
And there we see the crash.
The circuit definitely bites hard when you make a mistake. But Vettel has lost, well, not Vettel, sorry, Verstappen's going to lose pretty much the entire session. So that's going to hamper him in terms of his setup prep for this weekend. So we might see Verstappen slightly off the pace this weekend. That's a good thing for us. One less car that we potentially have to worry about. Alonso's looking quick, look at that. Look at the very top, look. Alonso, Leclerc, Perez and Bottas, just 24 thousandths of a second between first to fourth. And then the two Mercedes very close behind that with the second Ferrari as well. Another crash. Who's crashed this time? Is it one of the Haas?
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
It is.
Let's take a
Magnussen
closer
has
look.
done a
All
Magnussen.
eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. Thank goodness nobody else was involved. That was a...
Alright,
the
so
balance, please.
77% on Logan's car. That's not great. He has got his 500 points in, so we can call him in straight away.
Copy that.
Still waiting for Teo's final bit of feedback. I don't think we're going to have time to get the car back out on the track, but at least we can see where we need to make the changes. Okay, so we went to a 7.3 from an 8.2, which was on good, so that means it's got to be a 9.1. It has to be. We can pull that in slightly. The braking stability is off, so let's push that out a little bit more. Front wing is optimal. There we go. And so is the rear wing for the straights. That could be very close. Unfortunately, we're not going to have time to find out this session. But we've made some progress on setup for Pierre when he gets in the car. And a 91% for Teo. Okay, that's not too bad. He's lost some track time, so his track knowledge is not as high as it could have been. Would have expected him to be around 40% at the end of the session, but losing 20 minutes of running because of the red flag is going to do that for you.
Fail 84, please. Fail 84.
So Alonso tops the times for the first day, the first practice session. We're going to go into the evening session now with Pierre back in the car. Let's make some changes to Teo's car. Let's go with the 9.1 roll bar again. Did we start on a 9.1? No, we started on the 8.2. We never changed it, I think. I can't remember. Pretty sure we started this car on the 8.2. Let's see, we need to change the front wing slightly. We can make that tweak potentially with some... we can't change the toe. The front wing is spot on, or the rear wing is spot on, sorry. The straights is optimal. Let's go up one with the front wing. And just make a slight change there to the toe. That's all we can make. Try and push the braking out that way and see if that works. Actually, let's go that side. See what that does. Okay, so this time we're going to run with the mediums. We'll go with 21 laps again. Driving option nice and slow. Mediums. 21 laps. Nice and slow. We've already set the car up ready for this session.
Radio check. Radio check.
Radio check, okay.
And as always, telling our drivers to avoid the curbs. There we go. Alonso setting the pace once again. I mean, we knew the Alphas were fast from last time out, but yeah, they are looking very handy this weekend so far based on practice. Don't hit the wall, Teo. Thank you.
They've locked up and gone straight on.
Yeah, they're looking very handy right now. Alonso topping the leaderboards for the second session in a row, albeit briefly. Verstappen looking relatively handy despite the big accident he had in the first session.
What was the balance, please?
Car up to 96% for Gasly, so
Very,
we've made
very
a
nice
slight
job.
improvement.
Copy.
How about Teo?
Where do you need help in terms of balance for switches?
91% for Teo. Not bad at all. The cars are going to be out slightly longer than I would like, so we'll call them in early. Another
Let's see
crash
what
for
happened
Joe.
there. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
Oh, and it's the same corner.
Oh, a nasty crash.
The same corner as the first session, same accident. That area of the track really catching him out. Okay, we're going to call these guys in a minute. There we go. So what do we need to tweak? Let's push the camber up slightly. It's going to affect our traction. Right, let's pull it in slightly. That has less of an impact on the traction, I think. We'll try that. See how we do with that. Just confirm that change. Here comes Teo. Okay, braking stability is off quite a bit. The only thing that's actually spot on is the traction, so we need to pull the wing in slightly. hope that that correction there fixes the rear wing as well. Need to make a small change to cornering and a big change to the braking, so we'll do that with toe. I don't know if that's enough of a change for the rear wing. Kind of want to try. Yeah, I want to try that. It's a very small change. Obviously hasn't cottoned on and needs to be more cautious through that corner. Yeah, Zhou making the same mistake in two concurrent sessions there. Let's see if he makes again. He had some problems in Bahrain as well. Looks like he is struggling to get to grips with the Aston. Gotta feel sorry for him in a way. He's gone from Alfa Romeo to a team with a big budget, but a lot of problems. And the team that he's just left is now in a position where it's fighting for race wins. Although they are looking a little bit more off the pace this session here. Ferrari 1 and 2, Red Bull 3 and 4, Alphas 5 and 6. Oh, another crash. Who is it this time?
We've had a crash. Let's take a look at the replay.
It's
Watch
Lando.
this. We're looking at Lando Norris.
Oh, that's
Dear me,
bad. That's
they
what happened to
wouldn't have been
Verstappen,
expecting
except
that.
his crash was much heavier and brought out a red flag.
And that was a bitter blow for the team. And it may...
He should be able to limp. Oh no, he's out. And we're stuck. Oh, God, this should be red flagged. Yeah, there we go. It's been red flagged. Ah, that's 2 sessions red flag. This session's going to get...
Red flag.
We can
This
take
is
a look
really going to
now.
throw preparation
Now just take a look
into
at
chaos.
the McLaren.
Another look at that crash there.
That crash is terrible news for the team.
So
That's
it's
going to be
another...
a big blow to the team.
Another session red flagged. That's another... Oh, only 10 minutes lost this time. Okay, that's not so bad. We'd only just sent our guys back out as well, so... I don't think we've got any feedback at all. No, we haven't. So we're going to have 10 minutes left at the end of the session. How you doing, Farah? That's the second red flag. The first session got red flagged and we lost 20 minutes when Max went into the wall. And then second session, Norris went off at exactly the same place, brought out another red flag, and we've had a 10-minute suspension of the session this time. But that's half an hour of running that we've lost in total over the weekend so far. It's really going to hamper getting our cars set up, and more importantly, it's going to hamper the drivers' chances of actually learning the track. Oh, and Joe has crashed twice in the same spot, one in each session as well. So yeah, it's been an eventful first 2 practice sessions so far. And there we go, end of the session. We didn't really learn a lot. Look at these figures, these are really low.
Our race weekend continues as we head into FP3 and then qualifying. The teams will be looking to build on yesterday's momentum. Having seen how the cars and drivers are reacting to the circuit, they have a little more time to make some final changes. But by the end of the day, we'll know exactly how the drivers will be lining up on the grid for tomorrow's race. You're going to want to join us for this, folks, so fasten your seatbelts.
Let's hope the game has been programmed to similarly affect the AI teams. I think it has. I've seen in the past, I forget which race it was. It might have been one we streamed. Verstappen went off in both, I think, the first and second sessions of practice, quite early on both times. And his performance was off for the rest of the weekend because he'd lost so much running. I think it might have been Mexico. Right, let's go with a set of hard tyres. Let's go with 19 laps. The guys aren't going to be out there that long as it is. Actually, we'll just go with 15 laps. Because we've only got partial feedback. Let's have a look actually at that partial feedback, see if we can draw any conclusions. Yeah, we can draw the conclusion that we've gone a little bit wrong there. So let's try going the other way. Need to make a minor tweak. That's too much. So's that. I'm not sure if I can get this. Let me try that. Yeah, we'll limit 15. Oh no, we're changing his setup, so we'll go for the 19 laps. Let's take a look at Teo. Okay, we've got some improvement, we've also got some loss as well. Let's roll that one back. Okay, let's pull the wing in a little bit. Right, let me have a look. So it's good there. We know it was great to the side. So we ideally want our braking stability to be about there. Don't think that's a big enough change. Right, let me try that. See how we do with that. Looks really hard to get 100 on that. Yeah, sometimes it's quite easy to get the 100. Sometimes it can be really fiddly. And you can spend forever just tweaking a little bit here, a little bit there, and just never quite nailing it. If you go down the rabbit hole of trying to get 100%, definitively every time, you can end up just destroying your track knowledge. Because you're constantly pulling the car in too soon and chasing that little bit of perfection in the setup. I mean, the setup is more important than the track knowledge, because it accounts for 9 points of the bonus rather than just 3. So if we can get the setups to 100, then all we need, or even I think 98, maybe 99, all we need is 85% on the track knowledge, but even so.
Who's running wide there?
Alonso having a little bit of a wobble.
How is the balance, please?
Okay, 91% on Gasly's car.
I'm really pleased.
Okay, copy that.
I don't think that's an improvement.
How's the balance?
Oh, 99 with Teo's car. So Teo's car is fine. We might make a tiny little adjustment, but it's essentially fine. Gasly's car does need a bit more work, but he also needs a lot more time on track for his track run as well. So, do I abandon setting the car up further with Pierre and leave him at 91? I'll call him in about 5 minutes and have a look at it. Okay, let's call in Gasly. How you doing, Hull? Did Gasly go down? What, in terms of setup value? I'm not sure. I think he might have gone down by 1%.
Copy.
We're going to have a look in a second. If his setup number is blue, it means it's gone down. If it's green, it's the best we've had so far. I think it might have gone down 1%. Oh, it's gone down a fair few percent, actually. Okay, so... 96 isn't quite enough. I don't know where to go with this setup to get it where it needs to be. I really don't. So That's a 91% setup there. I think we're just going to leave this at 96. Yeah, we're just going to leave him on 96. At least we know where the car is at 96%. It's not ideal. But it's not too far off. Ideally, I would have liked to get him up to 98, because then it would have given us a little bit more chance of actually getting the full 15 bonus. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. We've lost an entire run effectively by losing 30 minutes of practice time with those 2 red flags. So if I'd had that, I'm fairly confident I could probably have nailed it down. Okay, this just needs a minor tweak to the toe. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Let's go to 0, see what happens, and if it's wrong, we can just flip it the other way for quali. Just very quickly check, that is back to 96, yes it is. Send them out. And send out Teo. So we're going to get to around about 80%, I think, track knowledge for Gasly. We're looking at maybe a 13 out of 15 bonus for Gasly. Porsche might get the full 15.
The brakes are really poor.
Oh, he's crashed.
Okay, let's have a look. Now look at this. It's Pierre
It's just not happening for Gasly today. How bad's the damage? It's only minor. We're going to leave him out.
It's a crash.
That might affect how he accrues his track knowledge. Hopefully it won't. Porsche's having a lock-up now.
Let's take a closer look. Now we see the Williams here. Just a bit too heavy on the brakes.
Yeah, we really need to improve the brake cooling.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
How you doing, Matthew? No, I don't think you've jinxed us. Oh, it has flattened his curve, look. Damn it. Okay, so now even a 13 out of 15 is looking a little bit iffy. Might get a 12 out of 15. Any bonus is better than no bonus, but yeah. It has flattened out Porsche's curve a little bit as well, so both drivers in danger of not getting, well, Gasly's definitely not getting the full bonus. Porsche might. Depends on how much track knowledge we can gain. Not enough for the full bonus, so we're looking at 14 out of 15, I think, for Teo.
How do you feel about doing another lap on this?
We did get him up to 100 on his car knowledge, which is good. So that's a 14 out of 15 for Teo. With 13 out of 15 for Pierre. That's not bad.
Fail 84, please. Fail 84.
We can live with that. Okay, so practice definitely hampered by both of those red flags. But we've come out of it not too bad. We've got a 96% and a 100% in terms of our car setup, so could have been a lot worse. May potentially affect our chance of getting both cars into Q3 though.
Radio check, okay. Radio check, okay.
Let's send out both drivers for a nice early run. This is one of those circuits where I still like to go out early because you could get a red flag or a yellow flag because someone could hit the wall, or which happens quite a bit, as you've seen already, and that can ruin your qualifying run. So if you only do the one run and then a yellow flag pops up, that can completely screw you over. Conspiracy theory that Alpha asked Leclerc to take this out. No. It would be, if it was the other way around, you could say, yeah, Ferrari had asked Alpha, hey, if you want to keep using our engines, maybe you want to deal with the competition. But not that way around. Alright, are we going to get held up by Sainz? Nope. Gasly's already gone through, so I don't know if he got held up. Porsche didn't. Given the difference between the two drivers, I'm going to say he didn't get held up. And let's see where we are compared to the field. Very close between Verstappen and Leclerc. Sainz not too far off. We're ahead of the Mercedes again. We're ahead of Alonso. What about Bottas? We're ahead of Bottas. Porsche bringing up the rear. Just waiting to see what Hamilton does. There we go. He goes into the top 10. So the 5 teams I said we're going to be fighting it out for the constructors occupy all 10 of the top 10 spots here. We're not going to run it a second time this session.
We'll get some comments when you're back in the garage and plugged in.
You're noticing there are less one-stops on the game now. Well, yeah, it's because of the way the tyre model has been changed. Not just in the way they degrade, but the way their pace drops off as well. So, both drivers comfortably through to Q2. We're going to go out on some scrubs at the start of the session, and then we'll do a proper run at the end of the session.
Yeah, we can now. Radio check.
Let's see how this session goes. Okay, we've got a clean run. important. And there we go, 128.5 for Gasly on a set of scrubs. Looks like Claire's going out on scrubs. Looks like everyone's going out on scrubs for the first run. Yeah, everyone's putting on scrubs for their first run. Watching these episodes is the highlight of your day. Well, I'm glad you enjoy watching them as much as I do making them. Alright, cars are prepped, ready for the final run. We're going to try and head the pack out on this run here. So it's got to time it right so I don't go out too soon. No. Damn it, never mind. You wish real life F1 was as close as this. Well, it kind of was at the start of the season. But obviously the bigger teams have outdeveloped the smaller teams, as was expected. Red Bull are just so far ahead right now. Right, Porsche's up in the first sector, so is Pierre. Teo coming up across the line. Improves by nearly 0.2 of a second. What about Gasly? Gasly improves by nearly 0.2 as well. Okay, good start. Both of our drivers are through to Q3. Carlos looking to be the man this session. It's going to be very close in this final run here. Once again, we're going to do... Yeah, we're going to go scrubs, then new tyres at the end. Want to get that banker lap in just in case there's a yellow flag.
Radio check, can you hear me?
Copy.
Those 5 teams again. Yeah, these are the same cars that are going to be scrapping like this all throughout the season. It's going to be interesting to see how things change over the season with development, not just ours, but also the AIs as well. Like I said last night, Red Bull and Ferrari are going to pull away. Mercedes could struggle. I mean, they've got Dick on Boundforth, who is a good aero guy, so it's not the worst. But I can see Alfa Romeo out-developing Mercedes. And then, it's going to be a struggle for Alpine, I think, maybe. I mean, they are way down the order at the moment, and they don't have the best driver combo. I mean, Ocon is a great driver, but he's not got raw pace, and Vettel is past his prime in this game. So, again, a real lack of pace with Vettel. Them losing Alonso is definitely going to hurt them this season. I do like the growl of that engine. How you doing, Anthony? Alright, first run in Q3. Let's see what we can do in terms of banker times. We do have a Ferrari ahead of us again. I wonder, is it Sainz again? Yes, it is. Let's ride on with Gasly, see if he's going to catch... Well, he is going to catch Sainz, but see whether he gets past Sainz without losing any time. Gasly going purple. Doesn't really mean too much at the moment because he's the first... He'll be the first two cars to actually set times. And we are coming up on Sainz. There he is. Alright, so Gasly gets through without being held up. Porsche had a little lift there as he had to go past the Ferrari, so Porsche got held slightly. But these are banker times. We are going to do a run at the end of the session on brand new softs, so not horrendous. The AI is using brand new tyres for their first run, which is always a risk because you could get compromised and then you've got scrubs to set a clean run at the end of the session. That's why I like to do it the other way round. Now we are potentially going to act as a roadblock. Yep, blocking Sainz. Let's see if we hold anybody else up. Yeah, I've got a Red Bull behind us. I think the Red Bull might be on an outlap. Yeah, it's on an outlap. But Leclerc is pushing. We'll be in the pits before he gets to us. Alright, so Gasly currently sits 4th. 3.5 tenths off. That's not bad considering we went out in scrubs. So, new tyres fitted. Sainz very slow because he got held up by us in retaliation for getting held up for holding us up. And we're going to go at the end of the train this time. At this point, it's safe to say that we don't get along well with Ferrari. Yeah, you could say that, yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The rest of the AI is out. Let's send that Porsche now. And now we'll send out Gasly. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Right, are we going to see a yellow flag? If we do, hopefully, it won't affect us, and it'll clear by the time we get to it. Unless we cause it, in which case we're kind of screwed. Alright, so we're going to ride on board with Pierre for this lap. Evening, Patkins. Alright, so both of our drivers should improve because they are now on brand new tyres. And there is a first sector improvement for Teo. Checker flag is out. Russell crosses the line, does not improve, he stays 7th. Verstappen stays 2nd. Sainz moves up to 4th. Perez is 3rd. Alonso doesn't improve, he just improved his time slightly but stays in 9th. Hamilton doesn't improve. Leclerc does not improve his time either. So the only one I think who has improved is Sainz so far. I think Bottas has crossed the line as well, but hasn't hit the checker flag yet because he was so far, you know, he was the first person across the line, so it hasn't registered him in as finishing the session, but he'll be pitting in. Teo jumps to 8th place, gains 0.3 of a second. What about Gasly? Can we sneak pole here? Or even moving up to the 2nd row? We get 4th place, just under 0.2 slower than Leclerc. That is good. I like that. We'll take that. So there we go, 4th and 8th. Strong qualifying for us again.
The time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
Qualifying went well for Williams, as attested by their strong position on the grid. Now it's all about finding that edge for the race itself. We saw a reasonable push from Mercedes in qualifying, and they'll have plenty of opportunities here to achieve a great result. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
Well, this is certainly going to be a challenging but no doubt exciting race here in Jeddah.
Win chance this race. We have a chance. It depends on a few things. Depends on the start. It also depends on whether we get a safety car or not. I'm thinking of doing the reverse strat. Starting on hards and finishing on mediums. I could potentially, again, this is the problem with not knowing everything about the timing deltas being, you know, they're broken. There's no way that this strategy is nearly 5 minutes slower than running a set of hard tyres. Look at that, look at the difference. We just changed to hard tyres and we save over 3 minutes. That's just not right. But a medium soft could be interesting. I know the AI is probably going to one stop. Oh. Yeah, look, starting on the hard tyres apparently is faster. On the same strategy, it's a minute and a half faster, which just, it's not. It clearly is not. Chance for a red flag. There is a chance. Safety car, definitely, I think. We saw 2 red flags. Practice 1 and practice 2 both got red flagged. I think I'm going to one-stop Teo, and I'm going to go aggressive with Pierre. And we can always switch him to a one-stop if we get an early safety car. We're going to look at going medium, soft. And then as a backup strategy, we will have the medium hard if we do need to switch. So we're going to go aggressive with Pierre. We're going to be a bit more conservative with Teo and see how we can do. We're going to keep the fuel level as it is. We learned from the last race that, I mean, this one's a little bit different, I think, because there's a chance of long trains and lots of DRS overtaking. So the fuel burn should be a little bit lighter on this one. But again, it's 2 kilos of fuel per lap on average, which is the same as Bahrain. We're not going to take fuel out this time. I want to have that fuel to play about with. I don't want to have to fuel save. Driver options, we're going to go nice and steady on tyres. But we're going to push Teo's fuel at the start. I'm going to put him into overtake. Pierre is going to go very aggressive off the start. And there we go. Let's see how we can do here at Jeddah.
It looks like clear weather tonight for this race, with the drivers now just taking position on the grid. And there we have Pierre Gasly. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. And looking at the second Williams car. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. Everything's been building to this. We're now moments away from this, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, we need a strong start here. I'm seeing hard tyres on Perez straight away, mediums on Verstappen and Leclerc.
Still all to play for.
Hards on Sainz as well, so potential one-stops for the front runners.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Pourchaire's been jumped by Russell. Russell's on mediums against our hards, so not a massive surprise there. Need to get past Perez quickly. Alonso has dropped to 11th. Ocon's jumped him. Former teammates going to war. He's going to go up the inside here under braking, I hope. Yes, beautifully done. Now good acceleration out of the corner.
Okay, that's good, very good.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Porsche retake. No, he can't. Us three at the front here have almost already broken the 1 second to Perez. This is why it's so crucial to get past him. Because of his hard tyres, he's going to drop back a little bit. Needed to make sure we stayed on the pace with the front two if we've got any chance of fighting for the win. I'm actually going to calm him down now.
Give us more lift off, please.
Yeah.
See if we can move Teo up a place or two.
Come on.
Alright, we've got a good launch.
DRS enabled, DRS enabled. Come on, let's go get those points.
Make the move stick this time. Good launch, good launch, good launch. Nope. Alright. So we're going to calm down Teo as well. Let's
Can we
keep
do
him,
lift and coast?
keep him on his strategy, keep him intact. So now we just have to settle in and see what the front runners are going to do. Should Teo harvest? Not until we start getting DRS. And while there's still a chance of us gaining a place or two, I'm happy for him to just use up what little use his battery on a neutral level with what he's got.
Awesome, keep it up.
When it's so close like this and you start charging, you lose that acceleration you need coming out of corners like this, and you just get picked off. I'd rather keep him with the amount of battery he's got right now, which is enough for a lap.
Good job, excellent job.
It's a bit of a cluster at the moment,
There's an overtake
but
from
we are on those
Williams.
hard tyres, so all this fighting is going to hurt. Oh wow, we just lost 2 places coming out of that corner. Oh, Ocon's on softs. No wonder he was so aggressive off the start. Oh, we definitely need to make sure that Teo stays with them, then we can't afford to harvest while there's a soft runner in front. Look at that train. That is 4th place all the way down to 14th. Oh, a lockup. That is Joe. He's still struggling.
Sounds like someone's locked up. Here's the replay. So this was the Aston Martin. And yes, that's the lockup.
He kept it at the wall. That's a small consolation
The team
for him.
are really disappointed with that. Let's...
Very good job. Currently P3.
Okay, we are second at the moment.
This
Chance
was
to
good.
take the lead here. We're into the lead, and we might possibly drop Verstappen. No, Verstappen had DRS.
And that's currently P1.
We can try and drop him though.
And you can use the deploy.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, excuse me. Should Gasly save fuel? No need to at the moment. The engine is
Let's get off
sufficiently efficient that we don't need to save fuel. We will naturally save some fuel over the race distance. But there's a chance here, if we can brake hard enough and Leclerc comes with us, that we can drop Verstappen. It's a slim chance, but we're going to take it. Don't think we can. Maybe. He's gained a bit of time into braking.
We don't have enough battery.
Yeah.
We tried, we just couldn't quite pull away enough. All right. It was worth a
We
try.
need a little bit more lift off if you can, please. We need a little bit more.
Copy.
All right. Let's try and get a little bit of charging done now on Porsche.
Okay, recharge on.
Just got to be so careful that Vettel doesn't try and jump us. Vettel's on mediums, so that is going to give him a bit of a grip advantage in the corners. Again, Porsche does not need to save fuel.
Recharge off.
The engine is efficient enough that we will easily save that fuel over the race.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
And yeah, there's Vettel jumping us, as I was worried about.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
But again, we're on the hard tyres, so we can afford, as long as we don't lose ground on this group in front of us, we can afford to drop back a place or two. As long as we stay in this train, we can start fighting our way back up again.
So we will go recharge off.
Charge on.
Okay.
I could switch Gasly to one stop, but it's too early to make that call. We're going to wait and see what the AI does. If they pit early for hard tyres, that indicates that they might make a third stop for softs at the end, in which case we are definitely going to want to have the softs at the end. So we'll try and go for the two as we've got planned. Ooh! Just drove through the wall there as we went defensive against Alonso.
Recharge on.
what I am impressed with is that Gasly is holding the lead while charging his battery. For once, a pleasing graphical glitch. Yeah, it's not a new one. I've seen that many times on many different circuits where you just kind of clip through the wall. You see it at Monaco quite a bit as well. Science catching. Well, yeah, that's because we're holding the other two up while we're charging up. So that's to be expected, but we're okay at the moment. Okay, this will be the last lap of charge for Teo.
Okay, keep it clean. Focus on the pace.
Ferrari advance the race position.
So we keep
Another
focusing on
place
the
lost.
pace.
We're almost at full battery. Let's turn that off now.
Need a recharge off.
See, look, Gasly's already made that fuel back, look. Share looks like he's going to try and get up the inside of Alonso. He's got him. Side by side. Look at that, nearly 5 wide.
Excellent job, well done.
That's crazy. Are we going to get the inside for the corner, or are we going to back out? No, we get it. Alonso backs out.
Good job with everything so far.
Right, Gasly can now stop charging as well.
Charge off, good job.
Yeah.
Hamilton just overtook 3 cars into turn 1. Yeah, it's because they're so tightly compacted like this that you can, if you get the right line, you can just swoop past cars through that first chicane. I mean, we looked like we were overtaking someone, and then we lost 2 positions in that same corner. Right, let's take a look at tyres. So the guys in front of us, Russell, Vettel, Ocon, they're all on tyres that are going to fall away a lot quicker than ours. And there we go, we've just moved up inside Russell. And maybe we can get a run on Vettel now.
Excellent work, keep it up. We're currently running in P10.
I think we're going to get a run at Vettel here.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Question is, can we hold it? And there you see Russell trying to come back. It's 3 wide. That's crazy. Vettel backs out.
Okay, good job.
Not Vettel, sorry. Russell backs out. Ocon manages to keep his place.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
In fact, no, Vettel and Russell both backed out, and we've ended up right behind Ocon. We're still keeping pace at the front. Front's tyres slightly better than ours because we did some pushing earlier.
Okay, good job, thank you.
Oh, can we get a move here on the inside? Not quite.
You're doing a good job.
And there goes Ocon into the pits already. Those soft tyres didn't last very long. We're going to get Hamilton here. And now we're going to push.
Nicely done.
Try and break
No
away
lift
from
and
Hamilton
coast
and get onto the
required
back
from
of
our side at
Bottas.
the moment.
What lap am I expecting the AI to pit on mediums? They're at what, 70%, give it just under. Probably around lap 22, 23, 24, somewhere in that region, if they're going to one stop. We haven't quite broken the DRS for Hamilton, so we are going to pull all these cars behind with us. Gasly should one stop. Yeah, I probably will end at one stop in Gasly. But like I said, I want to see what lap the AI pits first. I'm actually going to save his tyres slightly. We almost got DRS. Just missed it.
Currently P3.
We're in there now, but we brought everybody with us.
Red Bull moved up.
Lift and coast required.
Bottas is on the mediums. So we've got to be careful he doesn't try and pull away from us again, which I think he's about to. Use our battery to stay with him. Leclerc is sprinting away a little bit. And we are just about hanging on to Verstappen now that we've eased off our tyre pace. If we get in front of Verstappen, we'll link that queue back up again. We're not going to get ahead, we're going to get blocked. Okay, well this kind of works as well. If Leclerc pulls away a little bit, we will sprint when we get an overtake on him.
Awesome, keep it up.
Aha. Bottas has been absorbed by the queue.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
So let's see, we are 5 seconds behind Perez. That's too far to push. They're on hards as well, but it's too far for us to try and push. But this could be interesting if Leclerc continues to slightly pull away from Verstappen. It looks as though Sainz and Perez are starting to reel in the pair of us here. Sainz and Perez reeling the pair of us in. What I might do is, if we can get a DRS pass on the start-finish straight going into turn 1, I might sprint, try and break away from Verstappen, get back onto Leclerc, and then the two of us can pull away from Verstappen. Leave him isolated for a few laps.
Let's go for a push.
Copy.
Need to make the pass. There we go.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Copy.
Good job, Pierre.
And now we need to break away if we can before the next
And a
DRS
new
zone.
position, just gained by Williams.
This is what we tried to do at the start of the race and couldn't quite pull it off, but I think we're going to get it this time. That's the 1 second. Just need to make sure through this corner sequence coming up.
Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. So we've managed to break away from Verstappen. Now, if Leclerc and I can work together, we can comfortably pull away from Verstappen. Okay, we're not getting the pass done there. New fastest lap. Just checking on Teo. Up to
Very
6th
good
place now. And we've got enough pace to stay ahead of the squabbling behind us. We'll see if I can break away. We've got 7/10 already. Let's see if we can break away from the train and hope that their squabbling keeps slowing them down. That's the 1 second. That's the DRS line. There's the activation. So no DRS for them. We will continue to push till we hit the start of the next lap. Because if they are going to catch us, it's going to be through here. Bottas moves through.
No more DRS.
We just about held off the DRS from Bottas, I think. Yes, we did. Hamilton's got the pass. Yeah, we can't break away. We need a full battery for that. We just don't have it yet. So we'll just have
Can we
to
do lift and coast?
stay where we are and try and just outperform them through pit stops.
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
Got to make sure that I can stay with keep Gasly with Leclerc, but also not drop back far enough that Verstappen gets back within 1 second. AI's tyres are a little better than ours. How has no one been in the wall yet? Well, it's early days. Could still happen. Okay, I have to make sure I've got my tyres on medium pace, otherwise Verstappen will start to reel us in again. But when we drop behind Leclerc,
Very
we'll
good job, Pierre.
drop the tyres back down again. Jumped by Hamilton, and we might get jumped by Vettel here. Nope, we hold him back. I think we're getting close to the window where we might start to see AI pits as well. Ocon pitted onto hards. He's at 87% now. He should still be able to go for the one stop, I think. Oh, Leclerc with a big wobble there, and that has just brought... Oh, they're both in. Okay, they're pitting on lap 18. This is the lap that I'd scheduled to pit for a two-stop. I'm going to be so much faster than them, pace, tyre pace wise, if I do make a another stop for some softs later against their hards. I'm going to wait and see what they do, but I am going to push.
Push hard, push hard.
Copy.
I'm going to wait to see what they do. Look how many people are pitting in this lap. All of the medium runners. Well, almost all of them. Yuki hasn't pitted yet. And they're on to hards. So that's 32 laps on hard tyres that we've got to do. Tyres will definitely do it. I'm going to do another lap like this, and then I'm going to stick with the original gamble. I'm going to go on to another set of mediums, and then we'll push the mediums a little bit. And then we'll switch for a set of softs. It's a risk because their hard tyres could come back to us, or could come back at us once our mediums start dying off, but yeah, we'll do that. So let's go neutral on this lap. It is a risk. I could play it safe and just go for the hards. You guys are both saying one stop.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Yeah, we'll play it safe. We'll go for the one stop. We can always switch to a set of softs if a safety car comes out.
Box, 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 box.
Still 5 seconds behind Perez and Sainz. But our queue is now just 3 people. Verstappen and Leclerc are in clear traffic right now. Verstappen's actually jumped Leclerc. Alright, Gasly into the pits.
Okay, copy that.
There goes Sainz and Perez.
It's a race position gained for a Mercedes.
Hamilton and Porsche are through. Alonso is through. There's Verstappen. And we're ahead of Verstappen. And we're just going to push for the first lap. Red Bull is the quickest car in terms of top speed, but our cornering speed is mighty. Porsche has dropped off the back of Hamilton. We need to address that.
Okay, push. Let's go.
This is where some battery would be nice. Need to start thinking about recharging Porsche.
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
All you need to do is copy what the AI do. It only works if your car is as fast, if not faster than the AI. If you're slightly slower than the AI, simply copying them is not necessarily a guarantee, because if you lose touch with them for whatever reason, it can be a real struggle to get back in with them again. So you do have to look at what they're doing and make your own decisions based around that information. Be it extending and pushing for a couple of laps and then pitting. I mean, we've done that to jump the gap that we had to Verstappen. And now we've got the chance to close in on Alonso and Porsche and Hamilton.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please. And recharge on, recharge on.
Sainz and Perez could be a threat at the end of the race. Yes, they could. This is why I was considering going mediums and pushing, so that I could have a set of brand new softs at the end. It was a bit more risky, but we would definitely have had a lot more pace. Kind of hoping for a safety car with about 10 laps to go now. If we get a safety car with 10 laps to go, then we're going to hopefully 1-2 this race, because both of our drivers will switch straight onto soft tyres and the AI probably won't. Oh, that's a lock-up, and it's Hamilton who's locked up. That's just cost us the chance to get DRS, but it's gained us a position. Oh, it's dropped Porsche right behind, and it's slowed us down.
Awesome, keep it up.
And now we're a 4-car train, which is what I did not want. All right, well, at least we can take this opportunity to harvest some battery for Pierre.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
Did we get DRS?
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
Okay, that's good, Pierre, very good.
Pierre's car is still glitched. It's still not showing the flap opening up, but we did get DRS.
Looks like a good move for Williams. Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Recharge on.
So tyre-wise, the AI is only a little bit better than Porsche. Not a huge amount. But now it becomes an interesting question of, does the AI go from hards to mediums, or do they stretch the hards and go for softs? We can't really do that because we've pushed Porsche's tyres a little bit in places, so we would lose too much pace if we stretch the hard tyres. So mediums is the sound choice for Teo, but the AI may try and go for a soft finish to their stint.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
It is slightly frustrating that Porsche is about to be caught and basically be a full pit stop down to Gasly. But you know, he's still comfortably in points. We do need to work on getting his pace up. Need him to start getting lots of points, you know, development points. Okay, we're at the halfway point of the race. And this is 1.5 seconds now
Alfa
between
Romeo
our two cars.
just moved up a place.
Oh, Verstappen trying to sneak his way through. Gasly's now fully charged. I think Verstappen's got us.
Mercedes
He
moved
has.
up a place.
Okay.
Okay, keep it clean, focus on the pace.
And we've dropped off the back of Alonso.
Let's go recharge off. Recharge off.
I'm going to be pitting in a lap or so, so let's up the pace slightly. Let's not use the battery if we can, because we've only just finished charging that
Let's
up.
push, come on.
Hamilton being a nuisance. He's still fighting for position. He's trying to catch back up to Alonso and Porsche. back in the window.
Very good job.
Lift and coast required.
You're doing a good job.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Alonso's tyres are about the same as ours. He's going to be pitting very soon. I might bring Teo in a lap early. I might bring him in next lap. Try and undercut Sainz and Perez a little bit if we can. Let's go ahead and queue that up.
So box this lap, please.
Aston's in the mud. Yeah, they've really struggled this season. And they don't really have a great driver lineup in terms of experience. They don't have anyone with really strong pace to disguise some of the weaknesses of that car. Plus they've got very poor aero staff, which does not help. Their technical chief and their aero engineer, both not great. Okay, Porsche is going to get in the way here. There we go. We can at least hold up Leclerc. Getting past Bottas, sorry, not Bottas, Alonso should be relatively straightforward. Should be. We've got the tyre advantage, but he is a canny old fox. How's Verstappen done that? It's simple. He just took advantage of the fact that Alonso and Porsche were fighting into turn one. He managed to get past them nice and quickly, and we got held up behind Porsche, who now pits. That frees up the Ferrari. We have yet to get past Alonso. This is hurting us. Isn't really a clear opportunity to overtake through this section. Maybe coming out of here.
Overtake available.
Okay.
Up the inside. There we go.
Good job.
So, where's Porsche? 14th place. And in a big traffic queue.
Just gained by Williams.
Everyone around though is on hards and on much worse tyres. Stroll, Albon, they're definitely pitting again. Ocon is probably going to pit again. Hamilton's yet to pit. Alonso yet to pit. The front two yet to pit. Oh no! Oh no! That's a safety car. That is too early for for softs. Yeah, it's way too early for softs, but we can go on to a set of mediums. I don't know if Porsche's out, you know. He might still be okay. He's still going. Okay, how bad's the damage? Yeah, it's a retirement. Terminal suspension damage. That's it. Car's retiring. He's not moving. He is out anyway.
And it's more than one car. Let's see what happened there. Now we see the Williams here.
So we got the move done there, and then we just drifted wide into the wall, and that was it.
Goodness me, that is a serious
No recovery
collision.
from that.
The team are devastated.
And there
They'll
goes
be
our
questioning just what
streak,
happened out there.
our finish position streak. So we'll have to start a new one.
2 cars out, a lot of debris.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. Terribly sorry. That's our race done, unfortunately.
Okay, so we got out ahead of all of the other pitting cars. Perez hasn't pitted. Sainz has. Porsche is going to get a penalty for the next race. And the sex bots are back. User. Report. Done. So, not great. We've lost a car. Let's save the tyres. Let's save some fuel. Let's charge the battery.
Okay.
Perez is going to pit at the end of this lap, I think.
Yep.
Showing him on medium tyres, but he was on hard. I think that's a glitch. I think his crew is standing by to put him onto mediums. Yeah, Perez is into the pit, so this will be to put on a set of mediums. That tyre glitch still part of the game, unfortunately. Verstappen's going to take the lead on hard tyres. That's going to slow down Perez. Leclerc's going to slow down Sainz. Vettel is in the way, and then it's us. We get another safety car. I'm definitely going to come in for some softs. I can hear the growl of the safety car there. Well, that sounds good. Any one of the top four could win this. Verstappen and Leclerc are the fastest of their respective teams, but their seconds are on fresher, faster tyres. you know, we're going to be in that mix, assuming we can get past Vettel nice and quickly. Yeah, this could be any one of 5 cars winning the race, and you can't necessarily discount Hamilton and Alonso either. They're going to be right behind us. They're going to be on fresh mediums as well. This is going to be a very interesting finish to the race. The whole field's going to get bunched up. Oh, this could go anywhere. What worries me more going into the next race with Pourchaire's car is not so much the fact that he's going to have a 3-place penalty, but the fact that he's going to have potentially wiped out a gearbox and an ERS unit and an engine. That was a big hit. I mean, that wrecked the car. Completely destroyed the suspension, completely destroyed the rear wing. It could easily have done serious damage to our engine components as well. We've got a new suspension coming after this race anyway, so we don't need to manufacture a replacement. The new one will be ready in time for Australia, so we'll just have to emergency manufacture the brand new suspension parts, which is what I was planning to do anyway. This does make things interesting. These tyres will definitely go to the end. We're saving a little bit of life on them at the moment, as well. But if we get like I said, if we get a safety car in the next sort of 10 laps, I am definitely pitting for softs, because we will need that tyre advantage over the rest of the field. We shouldn't need to manufacture a new front wing either. We'll probably need to manufacture another rear wing, but in terms of the front wing, again, we're working on a new front wing which will come in time for Spain. We start with 6 of the Spec 1 front wings, so we'll, you know, I think this is the first one we lost, maybe the second. We'll still have a couple of spares, I think. So, and with replacement, you know, upgrades coming, I don't want to waste money building parts that will never ever get used. Looking through to see if there is anyone who still needs to pit. We're on, what lap are we on? Lap 33. See Mick Schumacher pitting again. Ocon, I can see him pitting. I think the rest will stay out, but I can see Ocon and Mick making late pit stops for a set of soft tyres. one of my predictions for Kota. I'll tell you on Friday when we do the Haas stream. Alright, safety car is coming in this lap.
Safety car in this lap.
Copy.
So we need a strong restart here.
Charge off.
Copy.
Let's lift off, please.
Copy.
Racing from the control line.
Yeah.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
Copy.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Copy.
Okay, we're getting out-dragged by the Alpine, which is unexpected. Need to get past Vettel as quick as we can. Got to be careful as well that we don't end up suffering the same fate as Teo here. Alright, we're going to get him up the inside, I hope. Nope. Oh, he's going for the overtaking the same way that Teo did. Oh, he pulled that one off. I was worried. I was
Okay,
definitely
good,
worried.
good.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Okay, so now we need to sprint and catch up to the cars in front. Try and break away from Vettel. Hopefully he holds up Hamilton and Alonso.
Charge on.
Okay.
And keep going with the lift off. You're doing very good job. Keep going with the lift off.
Okay.
Actually, while we're charging back up again, let's keep the fuel push high. Okay, we've broken the DRS. You thought he was going to the wall as well. Yeah, it was heart and mouth time for a second there. These guys are squabbling as well, which makes it really easy to close back up under braking into the corners. So we can charge with impunity here. Alright, that should be DRS. Yeah, there we go.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
Okay, what I need to do is very carefully try and work my way through to second place. try and do it without burning up all my tyres and battery to do it.
Overtake available.
Okay.
That was a very good lap.
Copy.
Okay, so that's Sainz out the way. Verstappen looking to go all the way into the lead here. Couldn't quite
Okay,
pull it
that's
off.
good, Pierre, very good.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Alonso and Hamilton are past Vettel, but they are now 2 seconds behind, so we don't have to worry about them for now. Even on hard tyres, the Ferrari is still a little bit faster than the medium shod Mercedes.
Overtake available.
Okay.
Did not get as strong a run out of there as I was hoping for. And we got caught on the inside by the Ferrari. Can we retake the position here?
Can't do anything.
Nope. Alright, let's recharge.
Charge
Let's
on.
approach
Charge
this
on for
in
now.
a slightly different way.
Copy.
I think what I might do is instead just sit back and drop the tyre pace right down, and then just try and use a tyre advantage at the end of the race and try and force my way through. How is Alonso already on us? Because we're squabbling, and that Aston Martin, sorry, that Alfa Romeo is fast. And that now complicates things, because I was hoping to just sit back and just look after the tyres and then pick my moment, and now I can't necessarily do that because I'm going to have Alonso and Hamilton behind me and Vettel and Russell. Oh my god, he's brought 3 more cars with him, 4 more cars with him.
Charge off. Charge off.
Yeah.
No, I've not given up with Construction Simulator. I just, it's finding the, I'm just so hooked on this game right now, it's hard to tear myself away from it to sit down and record something other than this. All of our bonus fuel is just going to get eaten up behind this this train at the moment. I'm going to drop that down. That'll help save the tyre wear a little bit as well.
Yeah, copy.
9-way fight for the lead. Yeah, this is pretty intense. That's how they closed up, because this group is losing so much time braking into turn 1. Vettel dropping back. Well, Vettel's on hards. The rest of these guys are on medium. I think Russell's on hards as well, but Alonso, Hamilton, us, Sainz, Perez, all on mediums. Leclerc and Verstappen are on hards, and they are the spanner in the mix at the front. Side by side, and there's a Red Bull in the way.
Very good.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
All right, we need to get past Perez nice and quickly here.
Battery is high, you can use overtake if you need.
Yeah.
We need to push.
Yeah.
And you can use the deploy.
Come on, get the traction out of this corner. There we go.
Lift off for the fuel.
Oh, that's Verstappen. Yes, well spotted.
Very good job.
Thought that was Perez. Of course, it's Perez who was on medium. Perez and Sainz are on mediums. Verstappen and Leclerc on hards. So that's Leclerc in front of us. Side by side again.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Copy.
Going 3 wide. Can we go with a double overtake here?
You're doing a good job.
Alright, we're up to second. Now I need to recharge the battery again.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Chance someone could lock up and take out 5 cars in this train. Well, depending on what happens, if there's a big crash like we had with Porsche, it could take out more than 5 cars. Other cars could get caught up in it and slam around the corner into the wreckage. In reality, at this speed, if Leclerc wiped out into the wall and spun across the track, the whole train would be gone. Maybe 1 car might survive. It would be utter carnage if a crash like that happened at this, for real, in this situation.
Currently P3. This was good. So we keep focusing on the pace.
We're just getting swamped again while we're recharging. This is not good.
Red Bull gained a place.
This is crazy. Look how this is the constructors' battle that I thought we were going to have. Look at this. Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, Williams, Ferrari, Red Bull, all fighting for the lead. with 8 laps to go. I said we could be in for an absolutely cracking season of racing. I don't think I was wrong.
Let's lift off, please.
Okay.
Perez has got the best tyres of the lot because he's not the one who's fighting. And now I've got to be careful I don't fall prey to Alonso.
Charge off.
Copy. Oh no, no way.
Ah,
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
this is not good. Someone's gone wide in sector 1. Who locked up?
2 cars out.
We've got a crash. Ooh, ooh.
Copy.
Safety car. Pitting for softs.
It's a collision.
We are going to drop down the order as a result of this pit stop, but we are going to be mighty on tyres and we can push them like crazy. This is a risk.
We have margin to push a bit more.
Copy.
But right now the win is just out of reach. We just don't quite have enough of everything to get us where we need to be. These soft tyres will help us, but we are going to drop down a few positions as a result.
Oh, big lock up there. We can
I missed
take a
the
look
replay of
now.
what actually happened.
Let's take another look. There we have Joe.
I know that's
They've
Joe
locked
just
up,
running
but
wide.
That could have been.
I missed the actual crash. I'm trying to see who got. Let's see, Norris and Bottas. Oh, Bottas is out. Norris with a penalty. Norris might be pitting. Yeah, Norris is pitting.
Yeah, in the box.
Copy that.
Ah, we're going to have enough laps left to actually make advantage of these tyres. I'm taking a huge gamble by doing this. But the pace we're going to have is going to be mighty. We're going to have fuel for days. We're going to have tyres, you know, that we can just hammer like crazy. We're going to have a full battery. Come on, get out in front. Get out in front of the Haas. Yes, there we go. We're still in the points. We've only dropped 4 places and we should get those places back very quickly.
Need to drop the pace.
Copy.
And look at the difference in tyres. The medium runners are going to be harder to get. Perez is looking like he's going to win this race. But we should be able to get past Albon, Vettel and Russell very quickly and get right back onto Hamilton. We're certainly going to have the pace to get the fastest lap. Oh, this is going to be a real barnstormer finish. Need the safety car to come in this lap. Or next lap at the very latest. Ideally this lap, it's not going to happen, is it? Not this lap. Ah, damn it. I don't think we would have been able to sustain a push back up the... we might have gained a couple of positions. I don't think we'd have been able to get on the podium. From 6th, where we were, we had the worst tyres of the group. If we had made the push, we would had to spend everything to get up there, and then we would have had less to fight with.
5 more laps.
We're going to have 4 laps of clean running. Because the safety car's coming in this lap, it's got to. We're going to have 4 laps of just full throttle pushing like crazy to get back to where we were and maybe snake something extra. I honestly don't think we would have done better than 5th if we'd stayed out. So now we've got a chance to get back up to 5th, maybe even further up, and get the fastest lap, which we wouldn't have got. It is a massive gamble, you're right, Mr. Water, but it will be awesome if we pull it off. It could be a mistake, Matthew. We'll have to see. I have faith in Gasly's ability. I have faith in the pace of the car. I have a lot of faith in brand new soft tyres with a full load of fuel and a full battery. I'm also hoping that this is going to burn, you know, because we're burning the fuel, even though we're still gaining fuel, we're burning it as fast as we can. I'm hoping this is going to make the AI cars even heavier. Just need, that safety car has to come in. It's got to come in this lap. Track's clear. Yeah, there we go.
Safety car in this lap?
What's Gasly's overtaking rating? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. We'll have a look at the end of the race. Pretty sure it's in the 80s, but...
Racing from the line, racing from the line.
Okay.
One click overtake available.
Okay.
Four more.
Right, the hunt is on.
And you can use the deploy.
Yeah, copy.
It's one down. Oh, he's going to do a Porsche move. Through the wall.
And we keep an eye on the tire temperatures.
And that's 2 down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good, very good.
The front runners are going to be squabbling. That's going to help us. Around the outside of Russell. Through the wall again. And we're back onto Hamilton.
3 more laps, 3 more laps.
And that's Hamilton. We're back to where we were.
Okay, that's good, Pierre, very good.
And that took us 1 lap to move up 4 places.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Up the inside of Alonso. Up to 5th.
Very good job. Okay, ciao, John.
Okay.
Reminder, chat off.
Copy.
2 laps to
Okay,
go. I need a
ciao,
little
John.
bit more battery.
Copy.
DRS enabled, DRS enabled.
Now we've got the DRS. Perez has just gone. Broken away as I figured he probably would do. Like I said, I think he's still going to win this, but we're going for the podium.
Overtake available, overtake available.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so close. Our battery's dead.
And keep an eye on your battery.
Copy.
All right, surely up the inside.
Very good job, Pierre. Next lap, last lap.
Got to make this move quick.
Ciao, John. Ciao, John.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, side by side through here. Oh, we almost made the move. We got squeezed. Oh, we got squeezed so badly. Come on for the podium. I've got no battery left now. This is it. This is all we've got. Oh, God, 6 spots back. Go away. It's going to come down to the final corner. Can we get the podium? Can we go around the outside of them both? Oh, we got pushed out. We had that. And we got pushed off. Oh. What a finish. 4th place. I'll take it. I can't believe we got pushed off like that. We were about to overtake the pair of them. And go up to 2nd. It would have been an amazing overtake. We didn't even get the fastest lap. No, but we gained positions. I mean, we were 6th. We had a chance to actually get 2nd there. We wouldn't have had that choice, that chance on the mediums. We would have burnt them out. We wouldn't have had the pace advantage we did. It was a risk, it was the right decision, we just got a little bit unlucky.
A very impressive showing today for Williams.
I wouldn't be surprised if the team's performance today won them a lot of new fans.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in 3rd place in the constructor standings.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
Ah, so close. That podium is coming. That win is coming. I just needed a couple more laps. Yeah. Shame for Teo. No points. Red Bull, 40 points gained on that race there. They are 20 points clear of Ferrari. We're still in 3rd. Actually, no, we moved 2 places up. We take 3rd place. Alfa Romeo overtake Mercedes. And look at this, just 1 point separating us, Alfa and Mercedes. This is the 3-way fight that for 3rd that Ferrari risk falling into if their development falters throughout the season. Which it might do. We get a development point for Teo. We lose our fastest lap guarantee, and we also lose our finish position streak, which is a shame. That's cost us a chunk of cash, but we still come out with 3.8, 3.9 mil. Right, let's get the housekeeping done before we end. So, let's check the emails. Brake cooling could be improved, we know. We are working on that. Exceeding expectations brilliantly. Confidence has grown. Everyone's talking about Williams as they exceed everyone's expectations. Currently placed in P3 of the Constructors' Championship with 25 points. Red Bull on top with 73, Ferrari on 53, then Williams with 25. Despite some bold moves and close racing from the world's fastest drivers, it was fortunately a race free of retirements if you don't count the 2 or 3 cars that retired. Side pods are finished. Helipad's in poor condition. We could do with refurbing that just for the sponsor payouts. That's nice and cheap. There's quite a few things that are a little bit worn down, but they're okay. Yep, still fine. We're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade the car park test centre. We need that boost to our cooling. Let's check our staff. Do we have any points? We do have a point with Diego Tondi. Let's see. Let's work on drag reduction next. There we go. No points for our engineers. Our pit crew up another point to 76 now on tyre changing. Our drivers, Teo, going to improve his reactions again. He's still rated at 73 now. Pierre, his overtaking, you were asking, his overtaking's 81. We're working on getting his reactions up to 90. That'll make him blisteringly fast if we can get him up there. We're going to point for Logan. Let's put that into his cornering ability. Right, in 4 days the brand new suspension will be complete, so we can emergency rush that in time for Australia. Warehouse, we need another chassis. Chassis 13 days away. I'm not going to make another chassis. If worst comes to worst and we wreck one in practice, or quali, then we'll emergency manufacture a replacement part. Actually, no, if we wreck 2, we'll have to emergency manufacture. If we wreck 1, we're okay. Like I said, if we damage a chassis, it doesn't matter, because we'll have that 1 spare, and if we damage it in the race, we can't change it in the race anyway. So, yeah, we're not going to make another chassis, because that would just be a waste of money. The only way we'll make an extra one is if we wreck 2 during practice and quali at Australia. Then we'll need to make another one. We'll have to emergency manufacture one. So we need to make sure we keep a manufacturing slot free, which I think we will. We did lose a rear wing. We lost another front wing, but we've still got 4 front wings, and we have another front wing in development. So no need to go ahead and make any more front wings yet either. We'll see how we do after Australia. If we damage another one, we'll make 1 extra one. We'll keep a baseline of 4. But there's no point going back up to 6. Not when we're about to switch to a second spec. Let's go back to emails. Board confidence check-in. I haven't looked at the board for a little while. Disappointed with finances from some debt we had in December and January. That was assigning Diego Tondi in December, and then just a slight overspend with some upgrades and manufacturing, etc. in January. That'll shake itself out. Delighted with race performances. That's 4 delighteds in a row, and delighted for the first 2 races of this season. Let's go ahead and check the rest of these. Financial report, don't need to look at that, we're okay financially. Car 1, an update. Our low speed cornering still needs to be improved, our brake cooling still needs to be improved. We still have 3rd and 1st in medium and high speed cornering, we're still 7th in speed, so the rest of the field hasn't overtaken us in those areas yet. I don't think DRS has changed either. That is all the emails. So let's get to the completion of our new suspension design. I know we have low suspension, but we're about to make and fit a brand new one. So this will improve things a little bit on the car. And there you can see the improvements. This is car 2. Let's go to car 1. So we're going to improve quite a few things. It's only going to have a massive impact in terms of actually ranking positions on improving our DRS top speed up to 5th. That's important. And it's going to improve our dirty air low speed cornering as well, which is good in terms of ranking. But it is going to give our brake cooling a bit of a little boost, which it desperately needs. And everything else is going to get a little boost as well, including our overall top speed and our acceleration. So this will make the car quite nice, I hope. 7 days until the Grand Prix. Now you can see the improvement on the old suspension. Quite significant gains. So we'll go ahead and manufacture this. The race is in 7 days. If we rush, that's only a second one in time for practice. So we're going to emergency 2 now. Get those fitted on the car. There we go. And now we're going to manufacture 2 on a rush, so we'll have a second spare available on the day of qualifying. And that now has freed up another slot for car development, but if I remember rightly from the calendar, we do have a new ATR period about to come into effect, I think. Oh, it's a little way off. It's the regulation vote is about to happen before the race. So that means that's where research is going to start. So a week and a half to researching. Or, yeah. About a week and a half until we can start researching. So let's not immediately jump onto developing another part of the car. Let's wait and see what the regs changes are going to be. Helipad's back up to full spec. That's good. Got a gearbox. Ah, yeah, I forgot to check this. So we did suffer some powertrain damage. Let's see. Let's compare car 1 against car 2 if we can. Warehouse, powertrain. So car 1 and car 2. So car 1 engine is at 72%. That's Teo's car. 81%. So the engine took a little bit of a knock. Nothing horrific, but that's a 10% loss of power. That's not great. The ERS module is 87% on Gasly's car. 68% on Teo. So again, that's taken a knock. We're going to definitely need to buy a new one at some point. And then the gearbox, we know this is really knackered. It should be around 70%-ish, and unfortunately is at 25%. So the gearbox took a massive hit from that crash. Not ideal. We might end up having to take more than one penalty with Teo this season as a result of those crashes. We'll see. We might be able to squeak by with just the one. Right, let's see. As you know, we changed the regulations that define Formula One's rules between seasons to make the sport fairer for competitors and more engaging for fans. With these goals in mind, we're proposing new minor technical regulations for the 2024 season. These proposed regulations will impact many areas of the car's aerodynamics, with a focus being on reducing overall downforce generated and maximum cornering speed. Please review the proposed changes below before voting. Minor technical regulation changes will reduce all teams' design expertise regarding the affected car parts. This will impact all teams regardless of their car's strengths and weaknesses, so please vote with consideration to the fairness and future of Formula One as a whole. So, do we want low speed or high speed downforce changes? We are very good at high speed. We are weakest at low speed. So that would suggest that we vote for high speed downforce changes to balance the car out a little bit more for next year. I do want to check our staffing as well. Diego is amazing at high speed and fairly strong. Fairly strong. He's 90 on medium and low, and he's 94 on high speed. With that in mind, I think it makes sense for us to vote for high speed changes, because our technical staffing is very strong at high speed, so we can recover some of that loss. We're good on the underfloor, front wing. Do need to boost the rear wing a little bit with Simone Resta. Yeah, we're going to vote for high speed changes. Because I think it'll be easier for us to recover compared to low speed. Going to take penalties on both cars in Austria. At least you can overtake. Probably need the lot. how much is the replacement engine. It's 1 million per part. So a new engine is 1 million, a new ERS module is 1 million, a new gearbox is 1 million. So that's 3 million for a complete set of parts per car. So $6 million. Not cheap. Right. Let's move forward a little bit more. We're in for quite a race weekend at the Australian Grand Prix in just a couple of days. At the moment, Red Bull are leading the constructors by 20 points, with Perez at the top of the Drivers' Championship. We didn't even look at that, by 5 points. Everyone is sure to be keeping a close eye on Perez, who took first in the last Grand Prix. Even more eyes will be on Charles Leclerc, who will be sure to fight with everything to claim the first spot this time around. Okay, let me go through the table. Yeah, Perez top from Sainz, Verstappen third, Alonso fourth, Leclerc down in fifth. He moved up 11 places with that second place finish. Don't forget, he didn't score any in the first race at Bahrain. He finished in 16th place after torpedoing us. Gasly 6th, Russell 7th, Hamilton 8th, Teo 9th, Bottas in 10th. Other point scorers are Vettel in 12th and Albon in 11th, and that's it. Nobody else has scored points yet. Right, one last check of everything. Is there anything that we can really upgrade with 3 million? No, not really. Staff, have we picked up, or are we close to any points? Not with Simone Resta. It's about 5 weeks away. Tondi is about 5 weeks away. Josh is 10 weeks away and change from his next point. Pierre is also 11 weeks away. Our drivers, Teo could get a point next week or next race. It's possible. Pierre's definitely going to get a point next race, and Logan, he's a way off yet. So there we go. That is the end of tonight's stream. We get back to our homepage. There we go. Another mixed bag in terms of the race. This time it was Teo who suffered the misfortune and had his race ruined. Gasly so close to a podium, but we're improving. We finished 5th in the first race, 4th in this race. That podium is coming. The win is coming as well. Hopefully the new suspension that we've just fitted will play its part in keeping us very, very competitive at Albert Park. I'm looking forward to Imola as well, where we get our new chassis. And then Barcelona, when we get a new front wing. Plus we're going to have some research to look at once we finish the Australian Grand Prix tomorrow night, as we'll find out whether it's going to be low downforce or high downforce that gets voted on by the rest of the grid. Obviously we voted for high downforce changes, but we'll see what happens with everybody else. And if it's a tie, it could go either way. I'm not sure which way the FIA is going to try and push it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob. I'll be back at the same time tomorrow, and I will see you all tomorrow night.